I think we are live. Seven of you legends already there. Thank you very much, guys. I'm sorry I did not get to read the comments. Timmy Turner, number one. Thank you, man. Thank you. You're always there to support me and actually support almost every arm wrestling channel. Can you guys hear me? Just tap yes. Aussie tanks. John Brzenk going to show the world who the daddy is. Hopefully. SG Records. Timmy. Lagia. Nice. Shubham Yadav. What's up, guys? What's up, Shubham? Carlos, hi Pradeep. Hi, brother. The arm wrestling opinion. It would be crazy if John takes RVJ's hammer and takes out the number one European guy to cement himself as number one again. That's worthy of a second Pulling John movie, definitely with a bigger budget. Carolyn Looms. Paul Lynn, King of the South, Pork Chop, King of the North, end off. And sometimes for us, the people who are not living in your country, it is kind of difficult to assume like which states are in the south and which states are in north. So my advice would be, if you're talking at a place where there are more international audience like this channel, I would assume it would be better if you be more elaborate about it. Just Gateway Arms. Any of my fellow Canadians in here? Uncle John. Hopefully, I sent the link to Uncle John. Hopefully, he's here. Carlos, you are everywhere, man. Today, you are Canadian. Amazing. Back online. So, today we are going to discuss about some matches. There are a ton of arm wrestling matches coming up. A lot of them. Maybe at first I was thinking about typing a list or creating a list that I remember the matches at the correct time, but now that I think of it, I've already made videos about almost all of them. So I don't need to do that again. I remember everything, I would assume. Gateway Arms, okay. Gateway Arms. Pork Chop is Canadian, that's why he's king of the north. Okay. Carlos, what's up, homie? Great, brother. Clerk 93, yo. Yo, what's up, man? Phoenix Gamers. For some reason, I'm able to see the comments first here on my mobile phone. Phoenix Gamers, hi Pradeep, hi brother. Shubham Yadav, isn't Dennis beating David Dadikian as impressive as John beating Chance or RVJ? I would think so. At least I would say I still think like that. But somebody mentioned in the comments that David Dadikian said, or maybe he was just assuming that David was just being kind and nice towards Dennis. I don't think that to be the case. I don't think it is the case because to me, in the practice polls, it seems that David Dadikian is trying everything he could and he still couldn't pin Dennis. So I would not assume that, I would not believe that he was not trying or he was just being nice to Dennis. Maybe SG Record said it. SG, if you are still there, did you tell me that? Or someone else? That it is a kind of culture in Russia to respect senior players. He is retired, almost retired, unhealthy. So he was not beating him up. But I don't believe that to be the reason. Vishal Kumar Singh, John versus Marcio. Who will win now? John versus Marcio. John almost always had Marcio Barbosa's number. Marcio has some wins against John, but the record is with John. So I would assume Marcio Barbosa is still around that same peak condition. Maybe not exactly that, but just a little bit. At least 90% of what he used to be. And I don't think John is 90% of what he used to be. I would favor Marcio in that match. Shivam Yadav, Dennis was playing with David. Yeah, that's what I also saw. Timmy Turner, I mean, he's still Dennis Siplankov. Any version of him is strong. Yeah, Devon always says that on any day, in any condition, there are very, very few, limited number of people, limited number of arm wrestlers that could be in the conversation of being in a match with Dennis Siplankov. And he knows it firsthand. After 2018. So we have to believe them, I guess. Gateway Arms, John beats Marcio for sure. I doubt that. I doubt that. Go and watch any of John versus Marcio matches. Almost all of them were wars. Carolyn Looms, who else is just waiting patiently for arm wars? Uncle John and David Bradford plus the matches on 2nd October. Second, first and second. Carolyn, actually the matches are starting on first, I guess. And second, most of the matches on 2nd October are left-handed. And on 1st October, there are some matches that are both left and right-handed on 2nd October, like I think Ryan SP versus Alex Cordecha. Both matches are on 2nd October, and most of the right-handed matches are on 1st October. Shubham Yadav. Yep, Timmy. I don't think any Dennis is out of top 100. No, 100 is a lot bigger number. Too much people, man. I would say Dennis would still be top 20 in the world. Okay, top 25 you mentioned, right? Ryan Dragon. Armor's live won't have Neil's commentary. Correct. Neil said something about it. He has already scheduled. So if you go over to Neil Pickup's channel, he has already scheduled all of the live streams according to time. Like he has been given time slots during the Arnold Classic. Other events are also going on. So he has been giving time slots like 10 a.m. So he has scheduled the live stream for the battleground match, the lightweight battleground match at 10 a.m. You can go to his channel and see that. But I'm not sure if it is the wise decision because that live stream would be down somewhere and it would not pop up on recent pages until the live stream starts. So I think it would have been smart decision if he decided to decided to schedule those live streams just maybe a 30-40 minutes. I know he's going to be busy at that time, but he could have handed over his channel to someone trustworthy. And scheduling live almost 3 weeks before, I don't think it is the right decision to do. But still, he's doing very much. Neil said that he will try to go live with his commentary, but if that doesn't work, he will upload the video with his commentary and good editing footage within 1 hour. That is crazy. I don't think it is going to happen, but if even if he's able to do it in 2 hours, that would be amazing, really amazing. SL's enthusiast. Love from Pakistan. Love you, bro. Carolyn Looms. Pradeep, did you stake on anybody on Stake Kings yet? I am waiting for a couple of matches. Todd Hutchings versus Corey West. I want to bet on Todd Hutchings, but the blocks are not opening for a very long time, I guess. Or maybe whenever I check, the Todd Hutchings blocks are already sold out. And the same thing with Sasha Andreev. I want to bet money on Sasha Andreev, but his blocks immediately get sold out as soon as RVJ fills his blocks. Maybe he's himself buying those blocks. He trusts himself so much. That is also a good thing. And I think on stakings, it should be a mandatory condition that you need to put at least some fixed amount of money on yourself so that you perform better. The chances of throwing a match, I know right now, very few. I have not seen anybody throw a match, not in a tournament. In tournament, a lot of people throw matches, but in super matches I'm talking about, I haven't seen any match being thrown away in a super match. Maybe that is going to be the case in 5-6 years from now when the money, when the stakings, when the betting is really big. So to avoid that, on stakings you can have a rule where you need to put some money on yourself, let's say $1,000, then only you qualify to be on stakings. Then it would be a good match. Like, no offense to Artem if you're watching. Like, I believe that Artem knew that he wasn't in a match with Jamie Sheldon, but it was his job. If I'm in a match against, let's say, Artem, I know Artem is going to destroy me, but I would promote it. I would have to promote it because that is the right thing to do. Otherwise, why would people bet on me? So that could be avoided if you have to put some money on yourself. So the people who believe that they cannot win would not agree to the stakings part. Clerks 93. Matches on Friday start at 3 a.m. for me. I'll be at work, probably sneak and watch some matches. Yeah. I remember somebody's comment that he said that maybe Jake Ward, Aussie arm wrestler, he might be asleep now. So he said that he took a leave from work. And I'm like, our workplace is that serious? Can't you ask someone, like, if there is a really big match going on, you should have the courage to speak up. If in your you can ask everyone to have a 15-minute break, let's watch Devon Larratt versus I know I'm sounding crazy, but can that be done in office places where you just Convince everyone to watch that Devin Larratt versus Michael Todd match for 15-20 minutes. Have a break. That would be amazing. No need to take leave from your work. Xavier Part 2. Xavier Part 2. I read a lot of your comments with that same name. What is up with that name? Levan with Alexi. Even in Hindi, Indian videos, Levan versus Alexi, Levan all day, not even close. Phoenix Gamers, Levan easy ride. Xavier Part 2, Levan versus Alexi, what's your call? Again, I have answered that. Well, Clerks 93, Levan would crush anyone, right? I agree with that. Xavier Part 2, but the closest thing to Levan is Denis Siplankov 2018 version left handed, not right handed. Phoenix Gamers, Alexei Vovoda is a legend, but against Levan, it's not happening, right? Akash Chopra, welcome, brother, welcome. Vishal Kumar Singh. Akash is my classmate. We have been good friends forever, like since grade one. Shivam Yadav, true Phoenix. Xavier Part 2, Vitali is stronger than Devon. I would agree with that statement. I think Vitali is stronger. Phoenix Gamers, yeah, Vitali flash pins Devon now. Maybe you're right. Clerks 93, if Vovoda doesn't pin Levan first round, then he's not getting any rounds on Levan. He's not getting even the first round on Levan. Xavier Pardo. And did you guys see a footage? Alexei Vovoda was still doing some table practice and training. Just a couple of days ago, I saw that footage on his Instagram. Amazing to see that. He looks athletic right now. Definitely. He's lost some muscles, but not his athleticism. He's still a good athlete. You must remember him doing human flags at 275 pounds body weight. Xavier Part 2. I am waiting for Vitali to get strong enough to beat Levan. I guess you may have to wait for one more year. I think Vitali versus Levan is going to be like Matt Mask versus Devon Larratt. One more year. Charles Gardner. Hello, Pradeep. Sorry, I missed the last two live streams. Good to be here. Welcome, welcome. Thanks, brother. Xavier Part 2, bro. I love this sport. Same here. I too love this sport. I think everyone who is here right now, 100% for sure loves this sport. No second thoughts about that. Xavier Part 2, but people just doesn't know what. Charles Gardner, 300-pound Devon beats Vitali. Sorry, guys. I would love to see that. I would love to see that. And 300 pounds Devon is a real good and easy possibility right now. Because Devon was, what, 245 pounds when he got sick, pulmonary embolism, whatever that was. And after that, he bulked to. It was a kind of a dirty bulk, but still he was looking lean in the arms and shoulders, really lean, and that's all matters. If your arms are super shredded and lean and big in size, but you have a lot of belly fat, who cares, man? Your arms should not have fat. So right now, Devon is 274 pounds, even with his cardio training. I don't think Devon ever left his pancake diet because he knows that he's 47, but 47 years old right now, maybe 46, and he knows he does not have many years in him while he can still be on top. So I don't think Devon has left his pancake diet yet because he's still 274 pounds. A couple of years ago he had to bulk really hard to get to that weight, and right now he's at that weight while preparing for a boxing match. So he wants it quick. He wants the number one spot by beating Levan really quick. He's not going to wait for more than a year, I guess. The match is, by the way, the match is in what, March. Devon is planning it to be in March. Let's see if it happens. Phoenix Gamers, Vovoda won't get even a slip. Vitali, yeah, it is really difficult to get a slip against Levan. And when some people are saying it started with Michael Todd said that I saw in that match what I wanted to see, that Levan's wrist cracked against Ongarbayev. No, it did not crack. He was just trying to, he was not applying any side pressure, no back pressure. He was just trying to hold Ongarbayev with his fingers. And sometimes he was left only with his thumb. So when you grab onto somebody's thumb and they are trying to run away to slip, your wrist is going to be slightly bent back when you're holding on to someone's thumb. That always happens. Levan's wrist never cracked in that match. He was not doing anything, just trying to contain him with his fingers. Charles Gardner, Vitali may be stronger, but Devon wins 4-2. Hopefully. Who doesn't want to see Devon win? Everyone. Shivam Yadav, Alexei's wrist got half as thick. Okay. Akash Chopra, yes, Vovoda will be coming in King of the Table 2 in your dreams. Who said that? Did I miss any comment? I would assume. And Michael Todd said something about, I just, somebody messaged me that video, commented in my videos. Michael Todd was talking about me in one of the videos, his seminars that he did with Paul Italia. I'll show you that video, I think, just a few minutes later. And I was really glad that first time he mentioned my name. Like before that, he was always like, that one dude, that one dude. Although he knows my name, but still, for some reason, he feels that, like, that people who haven't done anything in their lives, people like me, it is not worth mentioning our names on their big channels, maybe. But this time, he still he tried to act like, what's that dude's name? And then when nobody said anything, he himself said that, Pradeep from Arm Wrestling News. He said, why should I even watch his videos? I didn't send you any links. You watched them. Where was I? I wish this sport get famous. This sport is getting famous. It is really famous in last, I believe, whatever exposure to the outer world, to the non-arm wrestlers this sport got in last 50 years, that equals the last 3 years, 2018 to till 2021 till now. Really good. COVID has, I don't know much about other sports, but I think COVID has been really, really good for arm wrestling. Maybe better than other sports that were really big. Small sports got some good exposure in COVID. Not sure about the bigger ones like WWE. Stacy Morgan, welcome Stacy. I know I'm not an arm wrestler, but I have fallen in love with this sport. And that is the big thing. People think that arm wrestling would grow by the number of people competing. Yes, it is true, but only to some extent. Any sport grows with the people who are not really interested in competing. When they watch, when they pay for something, then any sport grows. Like, assume there are a billion people watching cricket, billion people. Some of you guys living in North America or Canada might not have heard much about cricket, but there, cricket is the second biggest sport in the world in terms of players and audience. So it's second biggest after soccer. But how many people play cricket professionally? Not many. So it is big because of audience. 2 billion, around 2 billion people watch cricket. So any sport gets big when the non-competitors, when the fans who are just interested in watching, when they increase in numbers, then the sport grows. And that's why we need social media stars. I'm really happy when John Brzenk joins on YouTube, when Marcio Barbosa starts YouTube, when all of these guys, when Matt Musk, when Vitali, when Levan, these guys start YouTube. It makes me really, really happy because it, the more channels, the more successful channels, arm wrestling channels are there in arm wrestling community, the more exposure, the compounding effect of exposure will be big. So it's really, really awesome. Where was I? Mhm. Like honestly, when I first get to know about this sport for 1 month, it was full entertainment, really. And entertainment value is best in WL. Nothing matched WL. The camera quality, the production quality, the just video quality looks awesome. You can buy all expensive cameras, but you cannot produce the quality that WL gives you. What's your pick for Zoloev versus Babayev? I would go with Rustam Babayev in this one. Zoloev is around what, 90 kilos, 93 kilos when he's bulking, and Babayev is, I would assume he's walking around 95 kilos. He was over 100 when he competed in top 8. I would go. I'm sure Rustam must have some wins over Babayev for sure, but I don't know about it. But if I would have to guess, I would guess that Rustam Babayev must have a winning record against him, because when they both were light, Rustam was already more experienced than, sorry, Babayev, yeah, Babayev was more experienced than Zoloev, but when Zoloev got more experienced, Rustam got bigger. So I'm just assuming that Rustam has a winning record on that Zoloev. I got confused in Rustam and Zoloev, the names. Rustam all the way. Phoenix Gamers, Vitali can flash pin anyone except Levan. That's the fact. Possibly. You're right, maybe. Timmy Turner, Pradeep, how do you see the Prudnik versus Bresnan match going on? That's a really good. I was thinking about this a lot. When I make videos, I generally give my predictions in that video, because I've told many times, and I'm going to tell this again, that the format of my videos is somebody does something like the big arm wrestlers, Michael Todds, Devon Larrett's, or anyone else. I analyze that situation, I note it down, and I report in my videos. Just news, straight up, no opinions. And after that I give my opinions, and after that I give my predictions, then I ask for your predictions. That is the case. But in this match I did not give any predictions, because it is so difficult for me. But I would still go with, if I had to bet on it, I had no choice, I would be betting on Prudnik in that one, because it was kind of hard for Tim Bresnan to beat Babayev, and Prudnik just kills Rustam Babayev. Carolyn Looms with a super chat, $5. Thank you very much. Let me read it. Anybody in chat staked on anyone yet? I staked on SP and Uncle John, of course. Great, great, Carolyn. You're supporting the sport. The thing with me on staking is I don't want to lose money on it. So I only bet on matches that I'm 100% sure about it. I'm not sure if this is the right thing. Yeah, financially, it could be the right thing, but not so much right to support the sport, I would assume. Because I've bet on what, three matches right now, till now. First one was Schoolboy versus Larry. I had around 70 to $100. I don't remember on Schoolboy. I was sure he's going to win. Second, on Jamie Sheldon against Artem. And third one, this Levance again, actually. So I only bet on matches that I'm 100% sure about. That's my staking history. Only three matches. Mike Coburg, you're Mega Mike, right? I saw you giving a super chat to someone today, and somebody called Mega Mike. I've heard your name a lot, but I have your episode downloaded on my phone, the Uncle John one, but still I haven't watched it. Sorry, brother. Hello, all. November 20th is my match with Jordan Sill. Hope everyone can tune in. Mega Mike, right? Mega Mike. I know you. I'll watch your episode. Did you talk about it, Mega Mike, in the Uncle John episode? I'm really, really sorry. I missed that episode. I'm going to watch it today. Where was I? Okay, okay, Phoenix. Dennis, Alexei, Devon, Pushkar, Oleg, John, sorry. Golden age of arm wrestling. Definitely, for sure. The same thing like WWE. When the big stars retired, there were no one to carry that torch. Not enough big names in WWE. I guess it happens in almost every sport. Clerks 93. Michael Todd wouldn't be able to get to the strap. No point in arm wrestling Levan. Yeah, did somebody mention that name? Ongar Bhai would own Michael Todd. I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure about this. Phoenix. And I watched that Michael Todd's video, man. His supplement stack would be the entire full day meal of for me. That's many supplement he's taking. Charles Gardner. I see you make him mad. Who? Michael Todd? Maybe. Phoenix Gamers, Devon can't even deal Dave's side pressure, and people think that he can stop Levan. If that match happens, as big of a Devon fan as I am, I would be betting money on Levan for sure, even if it is a shutout stake match. Ryan SP in the house. Good morning, everyone. Morning still in Canada, anyway. Right. It is about 9 p.m. here in India. Shivam Yadav, that dude, that dude. Shivam, do you remember that video? Michael Todd said that dude, that one dude, and he completely changed my sentence. I said when they were doing this prank, Travis Bagent versus Michael Todd boxing prank. I said that before the match, before that all happened. I said that Travis Bagent said these things, and I'm going to report these. But since these words are coming out of Travis Bagent's mouth, I cannot say that these are 100% true. That was my statement. And what did Michael Todd said in his video? He said that one dude was saying Travis Bagent said this, so it must be 100% true. He totally forgot the big no that I said in that video. Aussie Tanks, RVJ, and Blue Bowen. And Phoenix Gamers, about the Devon versus Dave match. Yes, clearly Dave Chaffee is stronger than Devon. Was stronger than Devon. I think if that match happens on PL table against this 300-pound version of Devon, I think the match is going to look the same, almost the same. But that still, I think still even on PL table, Devon has got him. Mindog Stericitis. I watched your comment. I'm going to read that. Because if you clearly remember the round one against Dave Chaffee, Devon versus Dave, Devon stopped him an inch from the pad. He stopped him, and I don't think there was any way that Dave Chaffee was going to finish that match. But Bartwood thought that was a pin, but it wasn't. He gave it a pin. Then they reviewed it, and it wasn't a pin. So I believe if he had not called it a pin, because it was not a pin, then Devon would have stopped that match, won round one, and he would have won that match 3-0. Dave got the next pin when they restarted the match. So that match, I believe, with whatever King's move, legal or illegal, that match could have been 3-0 for Devon. Aussie Tanks, RVJ and Blue Bowen. That's the match to see. They both dislike each other. Who wins? John Brzenk said today that he will be willing to bet his money on Ryan Bowen if the match stops, and the match can stop. Teddy Saputra. I wonder why no one ever put Babayev versus Andreev righty. Rustam Babayev versus Sasha Andreev. Sasha Andreev is like 85 kilos, man, and Rustam is 95. I don't think it would be a good match. I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know much about these guys, so maybe you're right. BPJ, the Devon that faced Dave has indeed zero chances against Levan, but I'm not as sure about the Devon that faced Michael Todd. Carolyn Looms, I believe YouTube's algorithm responsible for this year's success in new arm wrestling followers. Definitely, like Joji having a video with Devon and MMT going it, and Schoolboy. Not enough people are giving him credit. If you watch how many views his videos are getting, crazy level of numbers. I don't remember the exact numbers, but you can watch any channel, any YouTube channel, over 5, 10, 15 million views. And if you go to socialblade.com and you watch the number of views, arm wrestling TV is driving more views than the 20, 30 million subscriber channels. Really crazy. I believe they are the one who are most responsible. Devon Larrett and Schoolboy, these are the two guys that brought most attention to arm wrestling. We should thank them. Sergio Pavon. That's what I think too. I would like to see that. Okay, maybe you're talking about the RVJ match. Shubham Yadav, we have sport grows by spectators. Love from Kerala. Thank you, Reno. Clark Knight, what's your Mindogus? Mindogus Terrasitis arm wrestling. Man, you are really trolling me. You are really trolling me. I've seen your comments everywhere, Mindogus. I'm a big fan, but I believe you're really trolling me. Because it is your right to not agree with what I am saying, because you are the experienced one, you are the talented guy. But when it comes to giving your opinions or giving your predictions, I don't think you need to be a world champion. Like somebody told me that, why are you giving your predictions? Why do you think you can predict matches better than those guys? He is a world champion. So I don't think you need to be a world champion to predict some matches. You really don't. Like if there is a match going on between Craig Sanders and Coach Ray, I cannot predict that because I haven't been in arm wrestling for such a long time that I know who Craig Sanders is, but I don't know his level. I haven't watched his matches. So, and there is a difference when you watch some matches live and when you watch some matches 5, 6, 10 years ago. You don't know what was the story. Was he feeling well? How much time did he have to prepare? So you cannot guess the matches that happened few years ago. Matches of arm wrestlers that were arm wrestling a few years ago. Where was I? Carolyn Jones. Xavier, मैं जयपुर से हूँ. Okay, good brother. मेरा नाम तिलक राज है. Xavier is तिलक राज. Okay, agree. The ball is the best entertainment. I'm really behind. Mindog Stericitis arm wrestling. Pradeep is very smart. Thanks Mindog. हिंदी में live audience कम है. Right. Clerks 93. John Favlin 1. King's move is not optics for arm wrestling. Thank you for the super chat, man. Thank you very much for the super chat. Is the audio low? I got a signal that my audio is low. Keep promoting arm wrestling. I will. I have started a Hindi channel as well. I'm not uploading frequently on it, but within a month, I have around 230 subscribers, I guess. Where was I? Keep promoting Gallenum's Mega Mike. First time tried to deadlift, pulled 650 pounds. Really great. First time I tried to deadlift, it was around 400 pounds. It's surprising to see arm wrestling shooting up crazy Indian countryside during COVID-19 lockdown. I can guess the same condition prevailed globally. That's a big blessing in disguise for arm wrestling. Great. Sir. I just talked with Rahul Raj. He's a great person. King's move is not good optics for arm wrestling. Okay. Devon with cheap move. Okay. You can call it cheap. What do you think about doing Corey West versus Eric Spoto? I would say Corey West, maybe. Eric Spoto hasn't been tested yet. If arm wrestling grows in India, I will be so excited to participate in competition. You can still participate. You don't need to wait to arm wrestling to grow to participate anywhere. We will we will ever see Pradeep in bottom eight. I talked about that with Devon when the call ended. When I was on his show, when the call ended, I talked about that. And he's open to that idea, I would assume. I can beat Pradeep in arm wrestling. Oh, for sure. Maybe. I don't know you, but I would say yes. Phoenix Gamers. Yeah, bottom eight against me. Sumanjana, what's your blood group, brother? Why? You want to take blood from me or you want to donate? Be positive. I can predict that. Windog Sterositis, honestly. No, I'm serious. Your predictions are very good. Okay? Thank you. I still don't believe you. Windog, you will see lose against. Yeah, okay, now I get it. My prediction against was against Mindogus. I said that Tom Holland is going to win. Maybe that's why Mindogus is here. So I'm assuming you don't think my prediction is good because of course you're thinking that you are going to win. But Mindogus, my only question is, can you top roll? Engin sent me a video where Dobril, I think Dobril top rolled yeah, Tom Holland. But can you do that? If you can, it is all day. But I don't think you will have anything for him in a hook if he forces the match in a hook. Pradeep, show us your biceps. Nothing there. About 15 inches pumped, I would say. Not great looking shape. Shivam Yadav, Mindogs, what's your max one rep pull up? Plus 60 kg, 3 4 reps. That is great. Great. Mindogs, I can beat you in obviously go. You can beat everyone right now. Either you are being trying to be funny or you are at least a 100 plus guy who has trained a lot to say that to Mindogas. You must weigh at least 100 kilos. Shubham Yadav, awesome Mindogas. Akash Chopra, do you miss super chats? Oh my god, seriously? No? Did I any? Did I miss any super chat? Please just copy paste that comment if I missed that. I think no. So, talking about John Brzenk versus Dmitry Kachin, who do you think is going to win this match? Mindogas, please, if you can give some predictions in our comment section, it would be really helpful. And Ryan SP, if you are still there, John Brzenk or Dmitry Kachin. Unfortunately, I do not know much about Dimitri. I thought about asking someone about it, but I didn't for some reason. All I know is that John Brzezinski beat Chanshaw. Chanshaw lost to Robbie Burnett, and Dimitri Kachin beat Robbie Burnett. That's all comparison that I can draw. John Brzezinski will win. He's my cousin. Great. John said that Ryan will win against Lachlan. Did he? I thought he said about that about RVJ. Maybe he said about both of them, but I for sure remember about RVJ. Ryan SP. John is back. He wins. We hope so. Carlos 60 plus kg. Holy crap. Okay. I think John will kill him. Kill them all. Okay. Number one. So the majority of the prediction is John Dimitri. But I would still think that that match can be closer than the on Brzenk match. Although the score was 3-1 and the matches were longer, looked like he's going to lose any round against Chan Shaw. I like to see close matches. Unless I have some stakings money on any athlete, then I don't like to see them close. Ryan SP. Chance is fortunate that he pulled John when he did. Okay. Yeah, I would assume that John Brzenk is better now than what he was a couple of months ago when he pulled Chan Shaw. Faiz Khan, Yanis versus Jeff. Who is your pick? That is really difficult. I know many people are going to select are selecting Yanis Amolins, but man, it is not the same thing to beat Jeff Hale on a 9 by 7 pad and on a 7 by 7 pad. 7 by 7 pad makes Jeff Hill really difficult because he has a short arm, and when you have 2 extra inches to drag, you can easily top roll him. But let's see. Chan Shaw said that he's feeling really strong, but you cannot rely on opinion because Chan Shaw has never pulled Yanis Amolins. I assume that is why he's saying that he's going to win. Still, smart money should go with Yanis Amolins, but I really think that Jeff Hill can pull it off because of his arm wars experience, number one, and 7 by 7 pads. That is the biggest thing that supports him. Like imagine the both of the Sam Harris versus Jeff Hill matches on a 7 by 7 pad. I think Jeff Hill kills Sam Harris on a 7 by 7 pad, even in those matches on that same day. And I saw Mindaugas Terzitis. Everyone saw Mindaugas just dominated. He was playing with Jeff Hale's wrist. But for some reason, a couple of days ago on Voice of Arm Wrestling channel, Jeff Hale said that he's not scared to pull Mindaugas. I think he should be after what Mindaugas did to him. Did you watch that interview, Mindaugas? He said that he's not afraid to pull you. Your style is nothing that scares him. That's what he said. Shubham Yadav, John is unstoppable. Ryan, who will win? Okay. I say Giannis versus Mindaugas is the final. I would say Giannis versus Tom Holland is the final. I'm hoping for John. That would be amazing. Giannis is like a machine, flexible, strong, fast, all rounder. And when I why I say that against with Tom Holland, I trust Neil Pickup. Neil Pickup has said that Tom Holland has not competed in a very long time without injuries, and right now he's saying that he's injury free. But for some reason, almost everyone has some excuses whenever they lose. I've seen this trend over and over again. Whenever somebody loses, whenever anyone loses, they always say, congrats to that man, props to that man. He defeated the best, the strongest version of me. But when a week or two or 10 days passes by, their statements change. They say that they were not feeling the best. Okay, where I was. What's your body weight? Three, yeah. Ryan SP said something like 375. Oh, yeah, 370 to 375, depending on morning. Awesome. Ryan, I really liked your entrance in WL against Jerry. Really liked your entrance. Pradeep, Phoenix Gamers, Pradeep, how tall are you? 5'10" and a half, 179 centimeters. I'm hoping for John. That would be amazing. Yanis is like a machine, flexible, strong, fast, all rounder. Vitali versus Thor boxing match. Interesting. Thor wins because Vitali is not trained. Yanis, but it will be closer than we think, right? That's exactly what I'm also thinking. I think Jeff, I think it might be a smart decision to bet on Jeff, but still, I'm favoring Yanis to win this match. So, Jeff Hale, for some of you, if you don't know, Jeff Hale only needs to win one round against Yanis Omolins for you to win the staking money. So, if you think he can win one round, you should bet on him. I'm 50-50 about it. I think he can win, sometimes I think he can't. Maybe I will put some money on Jeff Hale. Timmy Turner, good point. 7 by 7. Hale would beat Harris. Definitely. I can bet money on that match. Sam Harris versus Jeff Hale on a 7 by 7 pad. Andrea Jake Valdaze. Did you change your name? Mindaugas would kill Jeff Hale. I would think so. I agree. Carlos Pradeep is around 5'10", 180. Yeah, you answered that. Mindaugas says, yeah, I saw that interview. Okay. Carlos, Jesus, what? Mindaugas Terzitis I'm wrestling. I guess he feels like he can still access his power. Okay. And that was on a 7 by 7 pad. I cannot imagine what you are going to do against Jeff Hale on a 9 by 7 pad when you have 2 extra inches to drag. Timmy Turner, I saw Mindaugas toy with Hale in Arnold Classic. Yeah, that's the match I was talking about. 155-pound class. It wasn't even close. That's why I was surprised to hear that from Jeff Hale. Zirakli Irakashvili, 70 kg was probably too light for Jeff, but Mindaugas still beats him easily, in my opinion. And one more advantage that Jeff Hale, Yanis is just a better arm wrestler. That's the only advantage he has against Jeff Hale, experience. John Favlon won again with his second super chat, 40 rupees. The Jedi Yanis will whoop Hale in the Sith Lord. Okay. What was the advantages that Jeff Hale has over Yanis? His body weight. Yanis Amolins is 76 kilos. And Jeff Hale is what? He's cutting from 85 kilos, I guess. So he's coming from 85 to 78 or 79. That is what has been decided for that match. So Jeff Hale definitely has at least 5 kilos over Yanis. And I think that wasn't the case when they met before. Jeff Hale was lighter than 80 kilos at that time, I guess. But right now he's cutting a lot of weight. Ryan Best is standing OHP. Devon spinning wheels. Pradeep, what's your take on MMT calling you some little guy from India? I agree with him. I agree with him. If you, I was thinking about that. If you talk about arm wrestlers, like arm wrestlers, they're supposed to be huge. Definitely, for sure, I'm a little guy. I weigh around, last time I checked, it was 186 pounds, I guess. So 5'10" and a half, 186 pounds, 84 kilos for the kilo guys. So that is definitely a little guy, but not little guy for regularly, but arm wrestler's point of view, definitely I'm a little guy. So he was right. I agree with Monster Michael Todd on that one. I'm gaining some weight. I think my frame can hold up to 200 pounds maximum. I just turned 27 last month. So by the time I'm 30, I would assume I can be 200 pounds. Maybe then I'll not be a little guy. Mindogus, what's your wrist to fingertip length? Okay, I don't know about that. The Last Jedi. Yanis will win. Ryan SPO man, I have done 400 on a log, 315 on a bar. Okay. I'm really good at anything pressing. I can pull, but I cannot press. MMT is a big guy from America. Same difference. Yeah. Smart. I like you. I like you. Mindogs. I am too lazy to measure now. Okay. Well, MMT is, and something about Michael Todd's hands. Can you guys tell me what is your, like? My hand is really skinny, but it is just a little bit longer than average size. So my hand is 8.5 inches, and I'm only 5'10" and a half, as I told you. And Michael Todd is 6'3" and is what? He has a less than 8 inches hand, so more than half inches smaller than me, while I'm 4.5 inches smaller than him. No, once I said that Michael Todd has a little hand. Maybe that's why he took revenge and he called me a little guy from India. Maybe that's why. That's awesome, you giant. Corey Peterson. Who do you think stands a chance against Levan right now? Maybe in 1 or 2 years, Vitaly Lelatin, no one else. Ryan SP. At one point, it was a coin toss whether it was going to be arm wrestling or strongman. Okay, for you, Ryan. I saw that interview with Neil Pickup where you mentioned martial arts and strongman and arm wrestling. You tried all three of them. Phoenix Gamers. Vitaly has a chance. See, my memory is really good. When someone says that, who is Pradeep? Why should we listen to him? I always reply, I'm not here on YouTube for my arm wrestling skills. There are some other reasons. I know YouTube a little bit. I know how to promote things a little bit, and I have a good memory to remember things, at least for the events happening in past 2 years. I can proudly say that even in the arm wrestling community, my memory for all the events happening in last 2 years is better than almost 97% of even pro arm wrestlers. Just because of this YouTube thing, I need to be updated with everything else. So I am here for my memory, my ability to be able to connect things and present them to you in the simplest, easiest form to understand within 5 minutes. That's why I'm here on YouTube. Vitaly has no chance. Shubham Yadav, arm wrestling is weird. I'm talking to a world champion and current world champion in Pradeep's live chat. Yeah, that's great. Ryan SP and Mindogus. If any one of you don't know who he's talking about. Timmy Turner. 85 kg Hale gained that much weight in last 2 years. Jeff Hale said that once he was up to 95 kilos, I guess. I think he said 90 or 95, but for sure above 90 kgs. For sure above 90. He went over 90 kilos. Can you imagine that? He's only 5'7". And they say he's 5'7". He may be 5'6". Who knows? So that's why I said once he was above 90 kg, that's why I am assuming he would still be around 84, 85 kilos before he cuts for that match. Right now, he could be up to 80, 82, 83. I'm sure he's doing his cut right now, but still over 80 kilos for sure. Shivam Yadav, Pradeep, your hand is much bigger than it should be. Maybe. But Michael Todd's hand is also much smaller than it should be. Your height needs to be much more. What can I do, Suman? What can I do? Everyone, almost. I don't know about the guys who are over 6'2", 6'3", but I've seen that everyone thinks that they should have been 3 inches taller than what they are right now. Baby Pradeep. Shubham Yadav, Pradeep, your hand is okay. BRB, what is that? Brzenk live right now. John Brzenk is live. He was live today. How many live John is going to do in a day? John Brzenk made some really good money. I'm really happy for him. Yeah, John Brzenk is live. Maybe you guys could stay. Maybe you can leave. It's your choice. I'm not going to ask you to stay here when the goat is live. But I'm happy to be here for another 14 minutes. Maybe you can catch up to John Brzenk in 2x speed after this chat ends in 14 minutes from now, 13 minutes from now. Pradeep is the Tom Brokaw of arm wrestling. Ryan, the first time you mentioned that, I did not know who this guy was, so I searched it on YouTube, and he's a legendary news reporter. I was really happy to hear that compliment. Still happy to hear that once again. Carlos, oh, I lost the chat. I lost the chat. Where is it? And darts, Ryan can do it all. How did you know? Pradeep is the man. Thank you, Phoenix Gamers. Well, I'm 6 foot tall and I have a bigger hand than Michael Todd. Almost everyone over 6 foot has a bigger hand than Michael. We are all human. I'm a big fan for the Manitoba Mastiff. Okay. Hi, Daddy Pradeep. Love you. The statue of Liberty Toddler. Thanks, man. NSP. The arm wrestling opinion. Some of the best analyst commentators have never been in sport professionally. Max Kellerman, Jim Lampley, Moro. I haven't heard any of these names. Sorry. In boxing are all just few examples. Don't need to be a pro to analyze. That is what I always say. And I knew it was going to face, because I used to watch Nick Strength and Power. I'm not watching his channel much right now, but he said something like, somebody mentioned Nick has not won any pro competition, no nothing. Who is he to give his opinions? And I don't think it is a smart and right thing to say to someone, because the cricket umpires, the arm wrestling referees, not all of them are world champions, right? You don't need to be a world champion. Like when you criticize or say something or give your opinion about your president, does the president ask you to become the president yourself? No, you don't need to be a president to give opinion about a president. And that is what a lot of people need to learn. Whenever you disagree, it happens in every sport. Like people like me who haven't done anything on the table, but they have some presence on social media. They're trying to do something for the sport, and in turn trying to do something for themselves in the sport. All of them face this problem. Some pro is going to say, who are you? Why should I, or why should anyone listen to you? You haven't done anything. And I don't think it is the right thing to say that. You don't need to be a pro. You don't need to win WAF championships or anything to be able to do what I'm doing right now. Anyone can do this. Anyone. Suman Jana, 2 inches is a very noticeable difference. 23 people. I can see some people left. Carlos, Ryan, you're gonna crush this Polish guy. We hope so. We hope so. Shubham Yadav, react on John's live. It is safe to stay there. 15,000 active arm wrestling fans who know English. Because I assume everyone has subscribed. John. Okay, I watched his live stream, and I'm really happy for John. He made what, around $350 from today's live stream, and I think he's going to leave his job earlier than he would have if it weren't for YouTube. Carlos, that's the plan. And Shubham Yadav, Suman, that's what she said. What did Suman say? 2 inches, very noticeable difference. Okay, I can see a Carolyn Loam super chat. Okay, it is on John Brzezik's channel. I thought, why can't I see it on my channel? Suman Janam. 25 people still there. So I'm maybe, yeah, I'll end it in a few minutes. So about the John Brzenk versus Paul Linn match, who do you think is going to win that match? If any of you are still here and interested in commenting, John Brzenk versus Paul Linn. Paulin is definitely, I think he's fast enough, he's explosive enough to take one pin of John Brzenk. But then again, this is one thing that I don't like about when people say that, some guys say that you only report North American or Canadian news. That's all you do. But those were the countries where something was going on at that time. I cannot report that is not happening anywhere in the world. So when the Eastern guys, they just started on YouTube, on social media, and I'm reporting everything that they are saying right now. First, for me to say something about you, you have to do something, right? If you're arm wrestling someone in your garage, John Favlon won again with a 40 rupees super chat. John is my country cousin and he will beat Paul. Yeah, I think it is the safe bet. But can Paul take one round of John? Because that is the bet on stakings. It is a shutout stakes. It is a shutout stakes. People are really dropping off. Okay, 20. Let me see how many subscribers I have. 6398640. Okay, I was about to say that if any of you 21 guys are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Maybe one, definitely one of you is not subscribed. I'm watching 6400. Can I have 6401? Okay, great. Already 6401. Maybe I'll show you guys what Michael Todd said about me today. Maybe I think I should show you that. Just wait a second. Paul Italia arm wrestling. Carlos, good opinions come from students of the sport. You don't need to compete or to be a world champion to have an informed opinion, right? I agree with you totally. Yep, athletes don't have time to watch 4 hour podcasts. Great. Paul Italia. Just just hold on a second, guys. Just hold on for a second. There's the video. It has started.
Donovan would has never ever pinned Corey in his life ever.
I said that Michael Todd has a training partner bias for Corey West. That is why Michael thinks that he can beat anyone. Michael Todd said that Corey West has a 30% winning chance against Dave Chafe. That's why I said that he has a training partner bias against him.
Because like that, not training for 4 months and pulling Todd. But a lot, it's so funny because like who's this kid with arm wrestling news? Pradeep. Yeah, Pradeep's like talking about me, commenting on my belief in Corey. Well, I think Corey needs another year before he can pull Todd.
That's right.
You never met Corey.
I don't need to.
I don't know what you know about arm wrestling.
Little bit.
I don't know why I should be listening to your you know, it's so funny to me because, I mean, he's this little dude in India or whatever, giving his comments on everything that goes on. And, I mean, good for him in his channel. That's great. But you're telling me, and I wasn't right. I thought I was going to 6-0 Devin.
You were way wrong.
I was slightly off on that prediction. You know what I mean? But, go ahead, buddy. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Michael Todd, just before the match and even after the match, he thought that as the match was closing, Dave Chaffee versus Levon match, he thought that Dave Chaffee can win this match. Not only one round, he thought that Dave Chaffee has a greater chance of winning this match. And I'm like, he's talking about my predictions, and he's saying that Pradeep is just a little dude. That's not a little dude, that's a wide dude. Come on, Michael. I don't know what he knows about arm wrestling. Very little bit, but I can predict matches, I would assume. I could take a bet any day against Michael Todd in predicting arm wrestling matches any day without a second thought. No, arm wrestling opinion. I disagree. MMT is too sensitive, can't handle criticism. No, I don't think so. Michael Todd, I think he has the toughest skin, the thickest skin, because he has been dealing with criticism and hate throughout his life. And I was really, I'm still a big supporter of Michael Todd. But I call like Devon is like a godfather for me in this sport. He has been helping me. He has been replying to to my messages. He called me on his show. Even if Devon says something that I don't believe is right, I'm going to say it in my videos because that's who I am. And maybe not everyone can guarantee this. I think no one can guarantee this, that they are going to be non-politically correct throughout their life. Right now, I'm not politically correct. I don't need to say that, oh, it is going to be a close match because I'm worried about offending people who support Dave JP. I'm not in that situation yet. Maybe I will be when I have 100,000 subscribers like Michael Todd. Maybe I won't be, but I would try to be non-politically correct as long as I can say. But nothing is for sure. Right now, I am going to say in my videos if I disagree with something. You can say the same. Damn, your live is on while John Brzenk is having a live stream on his channel. 4 minutes. I really, you 23 of you. If I can have your name, I can have a screenshot or something. Please comment something so that I can know who you guys are. I'm really, really thankful to you. Really thankful to you. Adnan, I think you are switching between the streams. I assume many people are doing that. Cats Bond, welcome back again, brother. I saw you in one of my previous live streams. The GOAT is doing a live. John Favlon again. MMT is like a child. I worry about his health. I mean, forget even about the steroids. I mean, the amount of supplements he's taking. I have not even heard the names of 80% of them. What are those supplements going to do to his digestive system? Akash Chopra, and he's saying that he's taking them for his health, so that the protocol does not affect him adversely. Akash Chopra, me, what? Adnan, that's true, buddy. Yeah, Billy. Okay, okay. You are just telling me that you are here, Billy. Billy from Baltimore. Love this channel and arm wrestling. Thank you, Billy. Exactly, Adnan. Always a pleasure to watch your channel and be on your live streams. Thank you very much, man. He's whacking the supplements. I shared that video with a lot of people. Like, I have not seen anyone take that amount of supplements. Like, someone mentioned that you know that it is a serious bulk when you don't even know what you're taking. Don't even know the name of supplements. Maybe it was just for a video. I totally believe that it was just for a video, because that video was full day of eating. So the more lucrative, like, if that's the mindset, like, I also fell for it. I would not say fell for it, but it works. Like, if Michael Todd had not shown all of those supplements, I would not have shared it with 5 different people that I did. And I guess many people also did that. If it was he was showing, like, I take protein, creatine, BCAAs, pre-workouts, and fish oils, and the basic supplements that almost everyone takes, then that video would not have been such interesting. He did not show anything about regular food that he eats, only the supplements. You must talk to John next time to avoid the overlap. Maybe. I was not as thinking, because nobody does a live stream like that. This time is really good, suitable for me. I always go live on Sundays at this time, 8:30 p.m. Indian time, whatever the time is right now. Right now it is not 9:30 p.m. So this is the time that I go live, and nobody else does. I'm the first live on Sunday, first live, just because of the different time zones. 310 monster is coming to take everyone. I wish Michael luck. I wish him luck. You must talk to John next, okay? Man, it's never enough to of this steroids topic. I mean, where did your chat go? I mean, it is what it is. Everyone on top level sports, especially strength sports, is using. They need to. They should. I agree with you. If John can do this, I'm gonna start training and break Levan's arm. Okay. Shivam Yadav, yeah, bodybuilders eating junk food and get ton of views. Definitely. So I believe it was for the views. Hey, sorry, I was not. We was not able to talk about all the matches as intended, but anyways, it was a good talk. I think I'm about to end this live stream. Any of you want to say goodbye to me, please? I'm going to end this. I'll try to end this in exactly 1 hour mark, 59:59. Let's see if we can do this. MMT channel is booming. One of the best channels of you in your on YouTube, arm wrestling related. One of the best. I really like his channel. The production quality, the planning that goes into it is really awesome. Good night, brother. Bye bye. Oh, I missed it. I missed it. Later, later.